Alright, welcome to a chilly afternoon at stop number one, at store number one. It is Saturday. We are going to do a quick stop here and then get our packages to the post office. And then we will see what the day brings us. I've got some stuff to do with my brother later, but we're going to try and squeeze in some fun too. That's kind of cool. I've never seen that before. An older Barbie. Oh, look at that. He break something? Oh no. That's the customers are supposed to do that. Alright, so that Home Alone 2 game was definitely worth it, so I grabbed that, and then I grabbed the other Barbie that looks like she might be a ballerina. She looks like a little bit different hair than the other ones, maybe a little bit newer. We'll do a Google image search on her later, but pretty sure she's worth it. I didn't see anything else over there. There was somebody else grabbing Barbies and stuff too, so they might have gotten a couple good ones, but good for them. There's plenty for all of us. Okay, we made it to stop number 2 at store number 2. Yeah, we'll see what we can find in here today. It's packed on a Saturday in here. I don't even know if I can get into the media aisle. We'll see what we can do. 15 bucks. That's worth looking up at least. I think, yeah, ATG is a good brand. So, we'll see. Anywhere from 20 to 40 new. So, probably not worth it for 15 each. But still, it's weird. Like, where do these come from? So now that one's 20, one's 15. So that's weird. But we'll probably leave them. Look at the guy here. That's probably not as good as the other animated ones, but still cool to find. We'll look those up. Oh, we got Homer up here too. That's actually kind of cool. I have to grab that just for myself. So this Barbie has really bad sell-through. There's 230 listed, 68 sold, and they all sell for like 20-ish, 15 to 20-ish. So we gotta leave her behind. And I'm guessing, since most Barbies really aren't worth money. This isn't even a Barbie, this is something else. It's a fake, so check for it, Millennium, Jack specific. I think I've checked out their fashion dolls before. And my app is doing that thing again where it scans and doesn't actually search. It's a really annoying bug. Yeah, like 15, 20. Some people have it up higher. There's 7 listed. Let's look at this all through. 1 sold for 99 cents. Alright, so we'll leave her behind too. So just walked out with Homer. This is funny, though. It's clock too, you know. It's stupid. I just kind of like this thing. Looks like he's got cake all over his pants too. But anyway, yeah, picked that up. It was $6. You know, whatever. I'll sit on my desk until I get sick of it. Okay, back up at store number 1. Had a couple things earlier, really nothing at store number 2. I have something to do in a little bit, but I should be able to hang out here for a little bit, so repeating myself there. Yeah, so yeah, we'll see what's up. If not, you know, we had some good finds last night. I still haven't dug through. It's about as unexciting as you can find right there. brushes, scrubbing brushes. I don't see much. A quick pit stop over here to Wendy's. Make myself a little chili burger. It seemed pretty dead in there. I wasn't feeling it. I will stop back by, but I was super hungry and I didn't want to just sit around hungry, so having my chili burger. Okay, back at store number 1 after our little chili burger stop. Still haven't heard from my brother, so I guess I'm gonna chill over here until I do. He's already missed one of these appointments, so hopefully he doesn't miss this one again. I feel like I saw this yesterday. Did it already come out? Yeah, this is old stuff. Oh, they taking stuff off the shelf and putting it back. Alright, found zip. Nothing in there on this. Most likely last stop of the day. May zip down to store number 2 again, we'll see. Their brother's appointment is in the area, so we may have time to. But if not, this might be the end of the vid. No orders to pick tonight since nothing ships tomorrow. We did sell a bunch today, so we'll have plenty to pick tomorrow night. We'll see you again. Okay, did get a hold of my brother, so got him picked up. He's just gonna wait in the car while we wait for his appointment. But while we're waiting, I'm gonna do some shopping at store number 2. This relic. Oh, I think it's got a record player too. That's cool. I had something like this when I was younger. Not this brand, but same kind of setup. Very cool. I'm just sitting around seeing if another cart's gonna come out or not, because there's nothing out here. There's a little bit more time left in the day, but I don't see anything coming, so we might just be literally killing time. Holly let me look through the book she was pricing. That doesn't look like anything that I would be interested in. That's better than looking at nothing. Yeah. Actually, what's this one? It's probably nothing, but at least it's more up my alley. I think these Warhammer books just don't have any value. Yeah, this one might actually. Yeah, $15 to $40. I don't know. I'll hold on to it. It's kind of hard to dig through these. I almost prefer when they just do big stacks. I'm not really a book guy. I do buy some, but I'm more of a DVD video game person. Why do I always gravitate towards the kid stuff? Okay, so yeah, none of the books looked interesting, and while I was digging through them, I got a call from America's Best Contacts who said they could get us in a little bit early. I'm taking my brother over there to get new contacts. So I think I'm just gonna run over there and take care of that, and then I think we're gonna go out to dinner and probably drop him off and then get back to work. All right, we're here on a Sunday at the first of a couple stops. I've said this before, but this is a slow day. We're only checking media and potentially some electronics. For a while, she was getting stuff out in the afternoon around this time, but lately it's been later in the day, so we'll do another stop later too. I think she does a couple trips out. But anyway, let's take a look. Okay, talked to my friend and she said she'd be out later. I didn't see the other gentleman who does furniture. I didn't see anything new out there either, so could be a pretty slow day. So we're gonna have to get some work done at home. So anyway, I wanted to mention that I ended up doing some Google image searches on those Barbies we picked up a couple days ago, and with the exception of one of them, they ended up not being as crazy as I thought. It turns out the ones that are kind of crazy are like the early 2000s era, and these were like the late 90s ones. You can kind of see the progression, but they do look similar. But anyway, you know, they're not horrible. They're still definitely worth picking up. But, you know, not the $100 plus dolls or anything like that. Also wanted to mention my brother's eye appointment went really well. We got him some new contacts. So that felt good to get him where he can see good again. We also got him a new phone. So he was pretty happy yesterday. Okay. Been doing some photography, a little bit of laundry for the last couple hours. Now we're back at store number 1, and we'll see if we get lucky today. And the only thing I see that's new is there's a bunch of old Rolling Stones. I guess I can go through those. Some Def Leppard. I doubt any of these have any value, but we'll look through them. There might be one particular one. Just found this too. It's like a nice Hamilton book, Barnes & Noble edition. Looks like it's like $30 used. Got all these Goosebump books to look through. I think some of these are the old ones. I'll have to go through and figure them out. Cool one. Okay, so that was actually a little decent score. Ended up picking up those Goosebump books. I got that Star Wars Blu-ray set. Got that Hamilton book, but yeah, it's kind of cool. The girl in there was like, "Oh, I'm jealous of all those Goosebump books." I was like, "Yeah, I've never found them all together in it's not a whole set. I think there's over 30 of them, but some of the numbers went into the 40s, so I have no idea how many there actually are, but that'll be cool. We'll get those probably listed pretty quick tonight." Okay, we're here in the space and we just got done picking our orders. Had a little bit of a slow sales day today, but we really killed it over the weekend. Saturday in particular is really good. I'm not prepared. We sold, let's see, let's start with this Godzilla Game Boy Advance game. Got this in a local buy during the pandemic times where everything was inflated. Paid, I think, $80 for, 15 or 16. They actually turned out to be really good games. I made really good money off the buy. But this was the very last one. We got $55 for that. Next, we The guy that bought the expensive Reveltech and regretted it instantly, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Raphael, wrote me back and said he wanted to buy it again. So he ended up buying it, and we got $500 for this crazy amount. But awesome. I have one left, just Michelangelo. Next, we have this One Piece keychain bonus. This was like a pre-order for a video game. We got $14 for that. Or I'm sorry, $15 for that. At Home, part of the PS1 find from a couple weeks ago, we sold Project Overkill for $23. One of the DVDs we found the last week or so, Cherry 2000, got $16 for that. Part of the PS1 buy, this is at home as well, Legend of Dragoon, got $30 for that. We sold this 1/18 scale Chevy Bel Air Maisto model. We got $35 for that, took a best offer. You can see the thing's a little wonky here, but that was described in the pics. We got $100, took a best offer, had it up for $125 for this Sony Mini DV camera. Took a best offer, had her up for $95, but was offered $90 for this African American Barbie cut in style from 1994. This is a valuable figure if you ever come across it, obviously. Got $85 for this Rise of the TMNT Giant Donatello. These are a great bolo. If you ever see these larger ones, I don't know if they were short run or what the deal is, but obviously $85 for that, paid like $5, I think. Sold some DVDs. History Channel Ireland, it's a 5 DVD set. Got $25 for that. This is a cool one. This is one of the very first things that I bought when I started collecting toys again back in like 2015. It's a Sega Genesis styled Megatron. There was a Sega Mega Drive one that was kind of more common, but this was the variant, and I just obviously thought it was super cool. So I got it, but a bunch of stuff, like almost all my collection, I just never opened them up. You know, I opened up a few, but obviously kind of paid off in the end. Paid $125, I think, for this back then. Sold it for $350 to an international buyer. At Home, this wasn't part of the PS1 buy from a couple weeks ago, but found this about a month ago. PS1 Fighting Force, got $30 for that. Sold this book, the illustrated Harlan Ellison, sci-fi kind of 70s-ish, looks like graphic novel. Got $25 for that. And we got, this is the very last one of the Matty Collector Mattel versions of the Thundercat Classics. Got $88 for that. Took a best offer, had them up for $95. Unfortunately, the rest of these, I bought, you know, a whole set of these things, and they killed the line after one wave. Super 7 picked them back up. But those old ones, you know, I'll probably be sitting on those forever. Nobody's going to buy any of the Matty Collector Pumaras or Jackalman. So unfortunately, I've got multiple copies of those. And then while I was picking orders, I sold that Pirateer game that we picked up last week. Got $35 for that. So altogether, 16 things going out. We'll get everything packed up, and then we're back off to the work week tomorrow. It's a holiday tomorrow, Martin Luther King Day, so we won't be shipping, but I want to get everything packed up.